Kink Live at the Bing Lounge is brought to you by Intel. Let's welcome Everest.
Thank you so much. We're really excited to be here.
So you guys have a new album out that's called, is it Ownerless?
It is called Ownerless.
And there's some thought that went into that name. I was reading about it. Do you kind of want to explain that a little bit?
It's pretty much, it's a statement of how we felt when we made our record. We were in between labels, and we were just doing things on our own terms. And I think that the name of the album just sort of sums up how we were feeling, just not unowned, just doing our own thing and not having any boss, telling us what to do and how to do it.
And what was the recording process like for this latest record if you're in between labels? What did that feel like when you were recording?
Well, it was kind of all over the place because we started the record with Richard Swift in Cottage Grove, and he sort of was pulling out all this creativity from us that we really needed him to sort of foster, and then we sat on that for a while on those recordings and realized that some of the songs needed a little bit of extra care. So we went with our friend Rob Schnapp in LA and finished the recordings with him. So it was a 9-month process, whereas our other records, they were a lot quicker to record. So
it's kind of a combination California-Oregon record?
Yeah.
Nice. And when you released the album, I read that you played a rooftop show in New York. Is that right?
That's a secret. That I can't talk about that.
Okay, I won't. But a completely separate topic then. What's the strangest place you guys have ever played a show, or is there any strange situations that you guys have found yourself in when doing a gig?
On a boat during a hurricane?
Yeah, we played during a hurricane on a boat.
Wow, what's the story behind that?
We're alive. we're still here, but it was crazy. It was we were on this boat and it was packed out, and we had this great time and everybody was having fun, and then the crew, like all of a sudden, pulled the boat in and were like, everybody off, and we saw the crew panic.
You thought you just screwed something up with the show, maybe?
I don't know. It was kind of like, what's going on? And we were watching them melt down. And if you see like a ship captain freak out, it's like, oh man, I don't want to be on this boat. So we get off, rain comes pouring in, wind, 80-mile-per-hour winds, blew our drum kit off the stage. That was a weird one.
So weirder than a rooftop, perhaps?
A lot weirder.
Okay.
A lot weirder.
So I really enjoy, you guys use Twitter a lot. I enjoy reading your tweets, and you guys do that yourself. You guys are the ones behind the Twitter page. This guy over there? Great. I was reading the other week, maybe, we felt love from you in Los Angeles tonight, especially from whoever puked on our trailer. That's good reading. So when you're using Twitter now, how do you use it to connect with fans? And do you think it's a fun way to do it, or is it more of a chore?
We mainly use it as an informative thing, just to let people know what's going on, and we're not often talking about what we're having for lunch or whatever. Try to keep it a little more interesting than that. But we've been kind of on an interesting journey and having a lot of fun experiences lately. So it's fun to share that with people, because oftentimes we're just as surprised and amazed and stoked that what's happening to us is happening.
Vomit
so it's
on
fun
the trailer.
to share, especially when someone's puked on our trailer.
So you guys are playing a show tonight in town. It's at Peter's Room. Is that right?
Yeah, what is that place? I've never even heard of it.
It's at the Roseland Theater. Yeah, it's.
Oh, so it's like a smaller annex of Roseland? Yeah. Cool.
Exactly, yeah. And we've actually got some tickets to give away to that show. I'll announce after the show. I think we're going to pick a couple names of people in the audience tonight, so stick around for that after they're done playing. Do you guys want to introduce the band before you guys get going?
Sure. This is Jason Soda on guitar. I'm Russ Pollard. Thanks. This is Kyle Crane on drums. Amazing. Eli Thompson on bass. And that's Joel Graves over there. And you can follow us on Twitter, and Joel he'll be hitting you all the time with interesting things.
All right, well, let's hear some music. Give it up for Everest.